Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Entertainment System. This console arguably shaped the way for the game industry today. With the video game crash of 1983, Nintendo wanted to make their console look more like a entertainment system rather than a toy. With a front-loading cartridge reader and VHS-style game cards, it made the NES resemble more of a VCR. This is what gave Nintendo its unique look during the time. Unfortunately, the cartridge reader did not really stand the test of time, as the 72-pin connector would bend over time, causing video game cartridges to be basically unreadable. Nintendo noticed this and eventually came out with the NES top loader, which basically allowed cartridges to be inserted from the top rather than the front, which over time put less stress on the 72-pin connector, allowing consoles to last longer. Another example of Nintendo noticing a flaw in front-loading cartridge readers is in the Super Nintendo. They put in a top-loading design so the Super Nintendo could last longer. The NES was originally released in Japan on July 15th, 1983, called the Famicom or Family Computer. Then it was later brought to America as the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was available in test markets on October 18th, 1983, and became nationwide on September 27th, 1986. Nintendo's goal was to make this console a family device, so they decided to make Rob, Robotic Operating Buddy. Even though Rob only had 2 games, it convinced retailers that this was more than just a game console and that this was a toy for all. Okay, now let's get into the games. The NES originally came with Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunt and an NES Zapper Light Gun. The Zapper Light Gun was one of Nintendo's ways as marketing this as an entertainment system. Unfortunately, you cannot play Duck Hunt on the modern flat screen, as the NES was designed for the CRT TV. I'll explain more on how the Zapper worked with the CRT TV in another video, but for now I'll just link a video in the description. The NES has a surprisingly good library of games that honestly still holds up today, with titles like Kirby's Adventure, Super Mario Bros. 3, Mega Man 2, Contra, and The Legend of Zelda. It's pretty clear how this console turned around the video game crash of 1983. Here are some fun facts about NES games. The iconic orange Zapper gun was originally gray. The color was changed to bright orange due to 1988 US laws mandating toy guns look realistic. Before the internet, Nintendo ran a paid power line where you could call for 95 cents a minute and get help on a hard level. Okay, now let's take a look at the inside of the console. Alright guys, so now you can see the inside of the console. As you can see, this is the cartridge reader, and as you push it down over time, that's demonstrating how it would put wear on the 72-pin connector, showing how over time it would wear. Now we got a front-facing view. With the top on, you can see that VCR-like design. On the back, we don't really have that much going on. There is an expansion port underneath that plastic cap. You have to cut it off though, since it was never really used, so they just left it there. And as you can see on the back, the NES actually supported RF switches, and it had the standard audio-visual port at the time too. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. If you like this video and want more videos surrounding the topic of retro technology, consider subscribing. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.